Alright. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Chelena. Coming at you with something a little different than I normally do. Today we're going to get ready and talk about the James Charles situation. If that's something that you haven't gotten too much of, and you're interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions on it, please stay tuned. Let's get right into the video. Also trying something a little different with, alright, so let's put on the cat ears. Can't be a beauty guru or do a get ready with me without cat ears. I don't have lighting, I don't have fanciness, but I don't know that you actually come to my channel to see me put on makeup, because this is probably the first time I've done it on video. So, scrolling in the background, just some different tweets and things I've seen online. I've seen Tati being compared to Thanos. I've seen actually images of her as Khaleesi, which is kind of funny. Charles. The Tati video, the Bye Sister video by Tati. She had actually done for him, and how little James Charles seemed to appreciate that. I'm putting on Tarte base tape. I got it in my Ipsy 1 month, either last month or the month before. So she'd done all the things for James, and James, from what I understand, James gave her the impression that he wouldn't use any other, whether he just gave her the impression or out said, and it seems though he out said he wouldn't, he would always support her brand over any other. And it's not like a palette or a makeup product that everybody has. It's a beauty vitamin, but not a lot of influencers, and certainly not her buddies, any of her other friends actually produce. So I can understand the betrayal, and I didn't know how deep the betrayal went until I saw the video by Tati. Alright, for foundation, I'm going to use the It's CC Cream Illumination. I think this is light, in case you were wondering. Not that you can see really what I'm doing, but not caking it up. I'm getting ready to watch Game of Thrones. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, I do put out reaction videos every Sunday. This will be the 5th episode of the season, so it's the second to the last episode of the series. That's why the Khaleesi thing really really made me smile. Tati's face superimposed over Daenerys. We do have to remember at the end of the day that Tati's a human being, James is a human being. James is 19 years old. No, being young does not give you a pass to be an asshole. However, he does, and his behavior is atrocious. Not counting what he's been accused of. How he acts, his sense of entitlement, and that's where the My biggest issue with him comes from is his sense of entitlement. He thinks that because he is a celebrity, which if you are not, if you don't watch YouTube and are not into makeup, um, he's not really a celebrity. He's not, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is, who Kit Harington is. I mean, if they watch Game of Thrones or Walking Dead. So if you're not into YouTube beauty, you're not gonna know who the hell this kid is. So he's not a huge celebrity by any means. Eyeshadow primer. But he thinks that because he's a quote unquote celebrity, that straight boys will just do what he wants with them. And then you see all the time online how boys just break his heart all the time. Well, sweetheart, if I, for example, were to only hit on gay guys, I wouldn't get very far either because they're not into what I got. And straight guys aren't into what you got. I see things being taken too far, um, saying that he is a predator. And I can see where that's coming from, and I can see how if he wasn't checked at this point in time, how it wouldn't become that. Um, if he wasn't checked at 19, he could turn into the next Harvey Weinstein. He could become aren't right, but aren't illegal. So take legalities with a grain of salt. Um, I don't talk a lot while I'm getting ready, so when I'm getting ready normally. But okay, so does James Charles get a pass? Hell no. But I am glad that this happened now as opposed to, 5, 10 years from now when he had let his power get. I didn't, I followed him. I subscribed. I unsubscribed because, um, one, I didn't watch his content, and two, this whole thing just left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm using Gabriel Zamora for a second. Um, I'm hoping he didn't know the full extent of what James and Tati's relationship is. It wasn't, I would hope, because I was on Team Gabriel for a little while when the situation first came about. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty thing for James to do because Tati is his mentor, but he has to make his coin. And I thought there was more behind the scenes that would cause Tati to get that upset, but as a viewer, I didn't know. And Gabriel Zamora acted like, in his video, acted like he had some insight and knew the real tea. Um, sounds like he didn't. This is um, Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. And I like Gabriel He took a lot of shit last year, but it sounds like even now he's getting involved in shit he doesn't understand. He doesn't know what's going on entirely, and um, that was Gerard Cosmetics Mystified Hydrating Facial Mist. I like doing that, like as an in between, to keep my face moist so I don't get old and dusty and crusty. Alright. Yeah, last year he got involved in, beef that Manny, Laura, and Nikita had with Jeffrey and stuck his foot in his mouth. And that's what he's done this time, too. He's got his foot in his mouth. And I don't think he did it maliciously, but because I don't think he knew what everything that James and Tati had, their full relationship. What, alright, I'm going to be using Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. Um, but in all honesty, I don't think he truly grasped the what James had promised to Tati. If if James never promised Tati, he made made promises to Tati, I don't think she would have been that upset. Maybe she would have been disappointed, and he kept giving her excuses as to why he wouldn't promote her brand, saying his audience was younger and it didn't feel right to promote vitamins to kids, which I agree with. You shouldn't be promoting vitamins to kids like that. Couldn't be bothered to call her on the phone and say, hey, I needed security at Coachella. Sugar Bear Hair said they would provide it to me if I did this sponsored post beforehand, not after the thing was posted. So she wasn't blindsided. So I think that's part of her issue too. Why she was so upset is she was blindsided. You can't intimidate people into doing what you want, and that's another thing that bothered me is he was trying to intimidate her in going behind the scenes to it sounds like to other drama channels um, to create a narrative about the situation with Tati, and that's fucked up too. That is beyond messed up. Be an adult if you want to be treated like adult. Be an adult. Say, hey, call her up on the phone or go to her house. You know where she lives. And you've been on our channel dozens of times. Aside, the other thing she brought up, which, in the light of everything that has happened with James Charles over the last several weeks, with his tour and the Met Gala and the situation with Gage, I believe his name is. I am. This is not my normal thing, so I apologize. What the hell? What the hell? I just want to know what the hell this boy was thinking when he thought it was okay that just because he's a YouTube star, that he could do or say whatever he wanted to a waiter in public. This wasn't in front of her family, in front of his mother. If I understand that correctly, if I'm remembering that story correctly, his mother was there, didn't check him. Like, dude, you can't make somebody like you that doesn't like you. I'm going to include at the end of here where both Rylan and Shane Dawson, Rylan Adams and Shane Dawson, both, talk to him about pursuing straight men. You're not going to find happiness when you pursue somebody that just ain't that into you, to put it lightly. And they won't be into you because they don't like what you got to offer. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means, you know, it just isn't, you're not meant to be. So I include that at the end. I found that very interesting. That was over a year ago. Um, I believe that was right around the time that Shane Dawson did the docu-series on. Of course, this kid did a shitty thing, and he deserves to be held accountable for it. However, there's no need to attack the kid online for it, and wallow in his um, downfall, in my opinion, anyway. And um, list goes on. And I wish people would stop trying to make uh, Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills responsible for his actions. She did not encourage him to pursue straight men. It's not James. It's not her fault that James is an asshole. He's not even a representation of her brand. He just gets PR from them. You can be. There's many celebrities that aren't assholes. He just needs to be. He did need to be taken down a peg or two so he could humble himself. Because he did not. Dunkin' Donuts, caramel, um, iced latte, caramel extreme, I think. Awesome. I love this. But coffee, anyway. So should James Charles' life be ruined forever because of this? No. But he does need to be held accountable. And if he doesn't learn something from this experience, he doesn't deserve to come back from it. That apology, while I do think he meant it, he wasn't specific in what he was sorry for. Yeah, I believe he was sorry he hurt her feelings. but he wasn't sorry for the behavior that hurt her feelings. He wasn't. And as far as the boy thing, he didn't think he did anything wrong there. And I hope that anyway, those were my thoughts and opinions and on the entire James Charles situation. Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in, I don't know what color this is. The label's too small for me to read. Supreme. So, if you like this video, give it a like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the, things. Stay tuned and there, I'll get a video. I'll attach some clips from the Shane video. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Stay tuned. This evening or first thing tomorrow, I'll have my reaction video to Game of Thrones. This week's episode. Also, if you are new to my channel, I have reacted to all of the episodes so far. I also do reactions to The Walking Dead. When Fear the Walking Dead comes on, I will do reactions to that. And then, various different videos, whether they're makeup videos, reviews, hauls, all of those things. Please feel free to stick around by hitting that subscribe button. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day if you're a mother. Bye.
On the DL to hook up with him.
You have an issue with straight boys.
I do. Look up. No, don't front. Oh, there you go. I got a speeding ticket one time because I left school early to go pick up a straight guy that went to another school that I knew was on the DL to hook up with him.
You have an issue with straight boys.
I do.
You need to work it out.
I'm working on it, girl.
You have to be.
Ticket one time because I left school early to go pick up a straight guy that went to another school that I knew was on the DL to hook up with him.
You have an issue with straight boys.
I do.
You need to work it out.
I'm working on it. This week, one time because I left school early to go pick up a straight guy that went to another school that I knew was on the DL to hook up with him.
You have an issue with straight boys.
I do.
You need to work it out.
I'm working on it, girl.
You have to
go pick up a straight guy that went to another school that I knew was on the DL to hook up with him.
You have an issue with straight boys.
I do.
You need to work it out.
I'm working on it, girl.
You have to be able to find a masculine gay guy.
I mean, there are a million of them, but there's no challenge in that.
That's never gonna end in a relationship.
Well, not with that attitude, it won't. My Tinder
Diddity-doo-dahs.
Hey,
It's fine. I get wrinkly baba. How does somebody like you date?
I don't. I never had a boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah, so sad.
You're working too much.
Yeah, I just hook up with straight guys on the DL.
Where do you find them?
Social media. My Tinder keeps. So the only app I still check every once in a while is Bumble.
Wait, let's go to your. Ooh, this is fun. They'll love this tea. This is a lot of guys. Oh my god.
How many of them are straight?
Probably none.
Your phone is lacking tea, and I'm dehydrated. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting. I don't think you should have a problem. I think you're confident. I think you're talented. I think
You're successful, you're young.
Yeah, you're attractive. You know how to dress yourself. If anything, you're just looking in the wrong places. Like maybe stop looking at the straight guys.
Alright, I gotta try to get
Give me one piece of advice you think that would help to find me a.
You're successful, you're young.
Yeah, you're attractive, you know how to dress yourself. If anything, you're just looking in the wrong places. Like maybe stop looking at the straight guys.
Alright, I gotta try to get a sister lot.
If anything, you're just looking in the wrong places. Like maybe stop looking at the straight guys.
Alright, I gotta try.
Looking in the wrong places. Like maybe stop looking at the straight guys.
Alright, I